Hi Virgo, welcome back. So Virgo, this is going to be our mid-September reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be dealing with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so it can resonate with an intimate partner or a platonic partner, friend, family, coworker, you name it. So keep an open mind. Also, the reading can be interchangeable, meaning you can resonate with either side, okay? But we're going to go ahead and get started. The overall shared energy that came out when I was meditating is the flow. So this is talking about harmonization, energizing energy, finding enjoyment, trying to go with the flow, kind of putting yourself into this space, Virgo, where you're just kind of allowing things to happen, not necessarily pushing or forcing your will. This is saying, you know, just kind of relax a little bit into the energy. Don't be so hard on yourself. Relax a little bit if you can. Find some comfort, find some things to soothe you during this month when you feel stressed out, okay? To reclaim that balance, so to speak. So your overall energy here is also the Ace of Cups, and it came out in the reverse. So love might be an issue during this time frame, you know, not feeling that self-love for yourself, or just not feeling in the mood is what I'm getting for some of you. So watch your moods during this time frame, as you might be closing yourself off from love that's available to you. And we do this by distracting our minds, by not being appreciative of what we have, of not seeing the best aspects of self, and therefore not being able to see the best aspects of others. So just watch your thoughts during this time, Virgo. You know, you don't want to cut yourself off from source. You don't want to cut yourself off from the divine love counterpart of yourself that you truly are, you know. And then this person over here had the Ten of Swords, and it came out in the reverse. So this person might be having trouble letting go of some things that they felt were hurtful or painful or past betrayals. You know, they may be really trying to come out of that energy, but it's still kind of lingering. It is dissipating on this person's side though. So I do feel their energy is getting a bit lighter. They're getting to the point where they're getting some clarity over some things that they really didn't have any control over in the past energy. So, for both people here, Virgo, it's all about that flow, like I talked about earlier. So let's go into the recent past, Virgo, and then we're going to look at your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel underneath that, your hopes, and the future outcome. So recent past energy for Virgo, Ace of Wands. The Santa Moretta, the Ten of Cups, and the Hermit. Well, this is your energy here, Virgo. So I feel like in the past, or leading up to this moment, Virgo, there was some new inspiration here, something that you really, really wanted that may have come to fruition for you. You know what I'm saying? You may have been very focused on finding your emotional satisfaction, or trying to be patient within the energy, or patient with yourself, trying to search for inspiration as opposed to desperation, you know, and reflecting really on what is it that makes you happy. This could involve family, it could involve, you know, children and partners, etc. Anything that gives you inspiration. But I feel like there's this very enlightening energy here leading up to this moment, and things are coming to fruition. Now, some of you, like I said, are cutting yourself off from this love, or cutting yourself off from source. And so this may or may not have come into fruition just yet for you. But even if it hasn't come into fruition, it's right there waiting as soon as you are reconnected with self and loving yourself, okay? But I feel like, yes, this is patiently waiting for something to come to fruition, and really setting your sights and your hopes and your emotions on that, Virgo, and really getting in touch with yourself as well. So let's go into this person's recent past energy, Virgo, and see what's up with them. Knight of Swords. Okay, I have a song in my head. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush until life's no fun. We'll check that song out. I think I don't know who sings it. But basically what I'm getting for this person is that they may have really rushed things in the past and it resulted in the Tower moment. This person was not listening to their intuition, ignoring red flags, overlooking things, not communicating what they were thinking, and they may have missed the bigger picture here, Virgo. And when we set off on faulty foundations, they will always crumble, they will always crumble, they will always crumble. So because this person was rushing and pushing the energy as opposed to allowing, going with the flow, waiting for divine timing, they've made quite a mess here, okay? Or they made quite a mess in the past and things kind of took a big shift, okay? And this person may be getting a big shift in perspective during this time frame, especially with the Tower and the High Priestess. So this is like coming to some big realizations, you know, that were overlooked in the past. And this may have caused some issues and pain on this person's end, okay? And that could be also why, you know, you kind of cut off the flow of the connection, or cut off something within yourself, etc. You know, if you were very closely intertwined with this person. So I feel like this rush energy over here, and I feel the opposite energy on your side leading up into this moment where you would rather just lay and wait for emotional fulfillment, stay comfortable with where you're at and be patient. And this person is in this very hurried energy, okay? So they may have rushed, okay, to some conclusions as well, is what I'm getting. So let's go into perception then, Virgo, and see what this is about. Now, keep in mind that perception is the eye of the beholder, okay? So it may be your truth, but it may not be this person's truth. But we'll start there. So when you think of this connection, where do your thoughts go? The Lovers, Nine of Swords, King of Swords, the Devil. Wow. Capricorn, Gemini energy here for some of you. So there's a lot of thinking. I can't say that there's a lot of emotion showing up here, you know, and I feel like, again, some of you have cut yourself off from that. Some of you did it on purpose. Some of you may have chosen not to shine your love light on this connection anymore, but we'll see. I feel like you had a choice to make here, Virgo, and it really has gotten into your head and stressing you out, and it's making it hard for you to make logical decisions. Or that could be how you feel when you're in this connection. Like this person rushes you and they confuse you, and because their energy is a bit more forced, so to speak, than yours, than you're wanting, then it makes you feel like you have to act, or you are doing something wrong, or that you have to match this person's energy, and you feel it's toxic. You know, you feel like it makes you feel toxic, or perpetuates some sort of negative cycle here, or makes you feel bad. But let me reframe that thought for you, Virgo. No one has the power to make you feel anything, okay? But if you allow that to affect your energy, then yes, you know, you can start to get in your own head in your own way and then cut yourself off. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you needed to make a decision, or you will be needing to make some decisions here. And I feel like you're going to come from a very logical standpoint, because this is a painful energy. This is really overthinking. Okay, and these aren't positive thoughts, I feel. So very, very negative thoughts as it pertains to self, or this connection, or yeah, how you perceive this person, or all of the above. So let's get this person's perception of you during this time frame of this connection. Nine of Cups. The Magician. The Knight of Cups. Interesting. The Knight of Wands. So when this person thinks about the connection, okay, they see the potential for success, you know, the potential to create, the potential to be happy, the to be open and available. Or this person views you as, you know, someone that they want to have success with, that they would like to co-create with, that they would like to have stability and celebrate with. It's really crazy because this person's perception of the connection is that it's something that they feel brings in success for them, maybe even financial success, and that they're open to emotionally, and that they want to manifest things with. So it's really interesting that you have this other very different perception. I almost said skewed perception. Someone might have a skewed perception, whether it's you or they, as to the truth of the matter. Because in your thoughts, it's not quite as light and bright, just to say the least, you know, as to what you think is possible for the connection in the current moment. All right, so it could be that, you know, again, this person may be ignoring red flags or their own intuition, or seeing what they want, not seeing what is, or you may be doing that. I get that sense here. So let's go into genuine emotion, Virgo, and see what the deal is. So that was perception, your thoughts, ego. Now we're going to go deeper into emotional self, the ethereal. You have the star that flew out, the Fool. So on an emotional level, what do you really want? Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Five of Cups. So, Aquarian Aries energy here for some of you. So emotionally speaking, Virgo, you want to heal. You want a new beginning. If that means leaving someone else out in the cold, I feel like you're getting to a place where you're ready to be ready. But at the same time, emotionally, you're feeling some sort of regret here, some sort of aloneness, some sort of shock. You know, I think, Virgo, it may really shock this person to know how you really feel. All right. And that could be what you're also in your head about. Because I'm seeing that in your emotions, there's this new beginning or desire for emotionally being ready to be ready. But what you're readying yourself for is to be left out in the cold or to do that to someone else, a shock value, shock factor. And it's coming from a place of kind of being emotionally confused. Like, I'm not saying that you are intentionally desiring to hurt or shock someone, but emotionally, you may be shocked at yourself and how you feel. And what we feel emotionally is the vibration we set out. And so oftentimes what we feel about ourselves permeates into the relationships closest to us, and those around us respond to that vibration. So on an emotional level, you know, wanting this hopeful new beginning energy, but there's part of you that maybe does not feel deserving, or sometimes you shock yourself at how dark you can go, you know, and it may emotionally isolate you and even prevent this from coming in. So let's go back to the overall message. Do not cut yourself off from the love that you have for yourself. And we're going to talk about this at the end, and I'm going to give you some advice on this, Virgo, as to how you may be cutting yourself off without actually knowing that you're doing it. And I'm going to help give you some affirmations to get you out of that, if that is the case. Some of you are discovering this during this time frame and starting to move through this more into the flow. All right. So let's see how this person emotionally feels. I got the 10 of Swords again. In the reverse again. So underneath all of this, how does this person emotionally feel? They're not ready to let go. They have this idea of in their mind of where this is going, you know, or where they are headed. But emotionally, you know, not willing to really relinquish what was or what is. 8 of Pentacles. Wow, the Star. Oh my gosh. 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Star. You both have the Star in your emotional energy, meaning both want hope, both want healing, both are reaching for that. But you're kind of reaching in opposite directions at the moment. Because, see, this person still hasn't gotten over something, although they are learning. They still haven't really truly released. They're working on it emotionally. But then emotionally, they're also very closed off and guarded. And because of that, this new opportunity that's right here emotionally for them, they're having a hard time bringing it into fruition or feeling the joy that they should be feeling in the having of it. I get on an emotional level that this person has problems finding gratitude with what they have, and they're always reaching for what they want, which isn't bad, because you should future plan, imagine. That's how you manifest, is to imagine. But the problem is that emotionally speaking, this person tends to go towards what they don't want in their thought, and that vibrates through their emotion. It closes the energy off. It keeps them from having opportunities naturally developed for them, and so it makes them feel rushed, like they've got to do something, when really what they need to do is sit and be with themselves, maybe meditate, get reconnected, and kind of calm their emotional energy, soothe the emotional energy so that it can come in for them. It doesn't have to be so difficult. That's why both are encouraged to get into the flow. So, what is the hope? Seven of Pentacles. So you're hoping for more time. That's what I said. See, because you don't want to be rushed. It stresses you out to feel rushed. All right? That's what I'm feeling. And maybe somebody's rushing you, and emotionally you're ready, but you're not ready. You know, you're getting ready to be ready, but you're not there yet. And so you want time. You want time. You want more time. So what is this person's hope? Woo. 10 of Wands. So it's interesting that they're hoping for a struggle here. It's not that this person is genuinely hoping for a struggle, Virgo. It's that they are struggling with the energy, meaning they have an internal struggle going on, and it's emanating into their life, and it's showing up in lots of different ways in the form of something as big as the Tower in the past. You know, trying to push the energy as opposed to letting it flow. You know, getting ahead of themselves. And what they're doing is they're causing more work. They're causing more heavy energy. But I feel like this person's true desire is to have inspiration, to feel lighter. Okay. So let's go into future outcomes. Now keep in mind, all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will, guys. So I just give you a snapshot of what it looks like currently. But let's see. You are in the driver's seat. 10 of Pentacles. Nice. I got a song man. Money, 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 money. Money. Now I have another song. Shot caller, 20-inch blades on an Impala. Holla. Get pissed tonight. That's an old one. Ooh, that's a good one. That's 90s or too early 2000s. Shot caller, baller. I feel like the reason I'm getting these songs, Virgo, is because that's your desire, or that's the energy you're literally going into. You want to call the shots. You don't want to be rushed. You know, you want to call the shots of your own life here. And yet you kind of get in your own way a little bit. But for most of you, this is good. So some of you feeling more steady, more stable finances could be looking very good. And or you're cultivating something that is going to help you to be able to call the shots if you aren't already there. So I like that. Now, Virgo, and here we have that message about time, timing, wanting more time. All right, because you're trying to see things from all perspectives, I feel, and there's still some doubt here. So what's happening is, emotionally, Virgo, you're uncertain. You're uncertain. And so you want a delay. You want a slowdown so that you have time to, I guess, feel the situation out, so that you feel more stable, so that when you make a decision that you know you've seen all sides, and then act. Or then allow, because this is all about allowing. Now, that emotional indecision is going to clear up much faster if you stop cutting yourself off from source. So I said I was going to come back to that. What do I mean by that, Virgo? You're thinking thoughts that aren't in alignment with the truth of who you are. Okay, so I don't know if you're talking badly to yourself, or you're saying you're not worthy, or you're beating up on yourself in your mind, or being very critical of self, which Virgo, you know, you can go into that. It's just because you're very good at paying attention to detail. But the way to turn that around is to remember who you are. Your perfection. Even in your imperfections, you are perfection. You're love, you're divine, you're deserving, worthy, lovable, loving. Love yourself. Start speaking to yourself in your mind how you want to be spoken to. And then feel that. Allow yourself to feel that worthiness. Allow yourself to feel that deservingness. Because you do. You do deserve it. You do deserve this. For some of you, fortune coming through, or fortunate events. But your doubt about that, or doubt within yourself, or fear of loss, is preventing you. And all it is a thought process. And who's in control of that thought process? You are. So, some affirmations to tell yourself to help pull yourself into the flow. When you start going negative, I want you to say to yourself, I am deserving, all is well, I am learning, I am growing, I am not being judged. No one is judging me except myself, and I have control over that. So I choose not to judge myself any longer over things I cannot control, over things that are outside of my reach, and out of things that are from my past, because it is done, it is done, it is done. Today is a new day. Today is a good day. Today is a good day to have a good day. Today is a good day to remember who I am. Today is a good day to love myself. And today is a good day to learn how to go with the flow. That's what I want you to tell yourself. Every time you get down on yourself for the next 2 weeks, that's what I want you to tell yourself, and watch as the tension releases and things start happening naturally. So, this person over here, I want you to do the same thing. So if you're cross-watching the Virgo, meaning you're the other person, I can see the struggle on your side as well. So those affirmations are the same for you. I want you to practice it as well. So then you'll stop thinking you have to rush into things before you're ready, and you'll learn to trust your intuition and not ignore. And then you can let go of this, whatever this is you're guarded and not letting go of, so that you can heal, so that you can also go with the flow. Because for the person you're dealing with, Virgo, and their future energy, they are getting back into remembering who they are, alignment, getting emotionally calm, getting reconnected, seeing the higher purpose, seeing how that didn't work out and how it could work differently, remembering their worth, all this good work here. And then the Nine of Wands. Guarded, defensive, protective. None of those things are bad unless you're not listening to your intuition. I feel it's more a bad habit that this person has of being skeptical of their own worth. So they make all of this progress and then they get skeptical. So that's something that this person is working on, getting out of their own vibration, so that they can also go into the flow and let go of whatever this is that they need to let go of. So, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. Very emotional reading. You could be dealing with another Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Capricorn, Gemini, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus again, Aquarius again, Scorpio, could be Pisces, Libra, Gemini. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I see, but keep in mind it can be any zodiac sign. It's a general reading, so just take it as it resonates. If it did resonate, please do leave me a comment down below and give me a like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want to catch me live on Facebook and Instagram, you can find me there, so please do follow me. Linked in the description box below, as well as linked in the About section of my YouTube. And also, don't forget to check out my merchandise. Wishing you guys the very best. Till next time, my friends. Namaste.